Hi everybody, this is the video for lesson 2.1 activity. Okay, so for today's activity, we're going to be doing two different things in the simulation. So just want to point out before we even get started that this worksheet is 2 pages long. It looks like a lot, but it's really not that much. It's 3 questions and then 4 boxes that you have to fill in. The directions are just a little bit long, but I'm going to explain them now, so hopefully it's not too overwhelming. It's pretty simple though. So first thing you're going to do is we are going to investigate force and mass for objects that are not moving, or we're going to call them motionless. So if you see my screen now, I have both my tabs open so I can easily go back and forth between the two, and I would definitely suggest doing that for yours as well. So make sure you have the simulation open. Here's the link, and now you guys should be able to just click login with Google and log in with your Google accounts instead of putting in that funky username and password that we were using at the beginning of the year. Okay, you are going to open up the menu and select 2.1 motionless objects. So I'm going to come here, menu, 2.1 motionless objects. So yours should look like this. Okay, then we're going to press run and press play to begin. Run, and if I look over here, it's already playing, and because they're motionless, right, nothing's going to happen, so I'm just going to click pause on that for now. Okay, we want to observe the initial velocity of the object. So right when I press play, this is the initial velocity, initial meaning like the first thing. So you can see here they're not moving. Their initial velocity is going to be 0. Okay, I'll reset it. Then you want to do prepare force, which is something we've done before. So you can see right here, we're going to click this button, prepare force, and pause the sim when you set up the forces described in the data table. That's down here. So we're going to use these arrows over here to prepare a force. Okay, sorry, the video just paused there for a second. Okay, we're going to use the arrows in the force panel to set up a force for object A. So I'm going to demonstrate object A, and then you are going to do object B, C, and D. But it's all going to be about the same thing. Then we're going to exert the force. So let me prepare that force now. Prepare for A. And then if you need to do B, you click B, C, or D. So I'm going to do A. And looking at my table, I want to do 4 clicks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do these all at the same time, but I'm just going to do A for right now. And if you take a look down here, you'll also see that the masses of these objects are different, also shown on the data table here. So then I'm going to press exert force and exert forces to observe how the object's velocity changes. Okay, then I will click analyze. Okay, and it says record each object's change in velocity and then respond to the question here. So I only did object A, right? You are going to do B, C, and D. And I can see here for object A, the change was 8. So there's no changes here because I didn't put forces on these. So you guys will have to go back and run those ones. But for object A, my change is 8. And that's centimeters per second. So you guys fill in these, and then you are going to answer the question down here. Which object's velocity changed the most, A, B, C, or D? Then continue to page 2. And page 2 is very similar to page 1. You are going to select 2.1 for moving objects, run this one, and it's going to be basically exactly the same. Prepare the forces, see the change in velocity, answer the 2 questions, and then that's it. Okay, so any questions, make sure you are asking during live meet or coming to office hours.